Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I really hope you all had a very good week which has passed by. And let me just share a very something strange thing that happened, or maybe I didn't expect it to go in a certain direction. That is a very normal conversation went into a debate sort of, and probably it was heading towards an argument. And at that point I was like, it's fine, let's not get into it, because none of us are gonna benefit anything from this whole outcome. And the thing is, this recently there is all this trend that is happening. I won't say a trend, but yeah, it has been happening for quite a long time, and things happen, right? People who are quite well to do, or we can say economically very at a higher status, or falling into this popular figures who are uh, getting separated from their partners, or some are maybe not having that so good health. And then there is whole this narrative that builds up around money, where they say money cannot buy you health, money cannot buy you love, money cannot buy you happiness, and this and that. And some people get so carried away with it, they feel that money is bad. Money is not that so important thing in life. And there is this another side of way that you can look at it. Just imagine, you didn't have money, you didn't have, and the person whom you were in deep love with, or whatever you have spent x number of years with, is also wanting to move away from you, whatever, want to get separated from you. Now, would that be a really good situation where you don't have finances in place, and where you don't have the person that you were dependent upon? Or imagine, you didn't have money, and plus now your health is deteriorating, or you are not able to, which makes comes to a conclusion that you cannot financially help yourself in getting better. Again, would that had been a good place, or it is like a worse place, right? So I was just trying to convince somebody that, yes, maybe money cannot buy a lot of things, but money does affect most of the things what you feel you cannot buy. Imagine you have immense of love and this and that, but you don't have finances. Do you think you can, like, your boat of love or whatever, it can sail for too long without being affected by all these issues? It might, I mean, whatever the emotion might not go anywhere, but it will definitely get hampered by the bad financial state, right? And for that matter, even if you have very good health but you don't have money, do you think you can, really enjoy or buy yourself things that would make you happy? Yes, money cannot make you put you in a direct happy place, but definitely it can help you to do some things which can indirectly make you happy, right? You might want to have a really nice food, a new cuisine, you might want to travel somewhere, and for all these things you need money, right? So simply because you're looking at somebody's picture and then you're coming up with a narrative without having a really logical reasoning behind it cannot be correct, right? Just by saying, okay, see, this is happening with them. They had so much of money, but see, they couldn't do this. They couldn't keep their whatever, like, couldn't probably buy health, buy whatever love, buy a loyal partner, whatever the thing it could be. Now, there is this another thing, right? Money is not gonna get up on a random day in the morning and say to you, okay, I have lost feelings for you. Or, I no longer, whatever, love you, and I want to go away, right? If you have a lot of money, it is not gonna do that. Or your money won't say to you that you're not following me, whatever, you're not following my orders, you're not following what I'm saying you, telling you to do, or you're not living your life as per my terms, so I'm disowning you. No, right? It's always gonna be there as long as you're taking good care of it, you are wisely spending it, wisely investing it, saving it, and taking good care of it. It is going to give you that confidence, it is going to give you that freedom to take some decisions in life or to stand for yourself. Correct me if I'm anywhere wrong in this opinion. Okay. And there is equal importance, guys. I feel yes, you need a lot of things in life, and at the same time, at least in the time that the current generation, the current era that we are in, money is playing a lot of role. It can give you a good social status. It can the best thing it can give is it is giving you the confidence, and it is giving you the freedom to take your life, the control of your life in your hand. Maybe it cannot actually buy you true love, but it can buy you stuff that you will love for yourself. Or it can buy you experiences which you always love to feel it once, like, go travel somewhere to some really good place, or, maybe you wanted to buy a really good car, or whatever that probably you can buy and make you feel good. So this whole narrative, the argument just erupted from this whole one line that money is not important, and it doesn't make a difference, and look at these rich people. From this one thing, the whole whole conversation got into a debate, and as I said, it was going towards an argument where I felt like, it's no point. Sometimes it is no point, trying to explain something to somebody who has already fixed a narrative in their mind, or have fixed a perspective in their mind. And that's the time you're supposed to draw a border, like, or draw a line saying that, okay, that's it. I could explain this much to you. Whatever you want to live with something in your head, you will live with it, and nobody can do anything about it, right? But yes, this was something which gave me the idea for today's topic. As in, I don't think we should feel, uh, should consider, like, having good amount of finances or money as a bad thing. I've seen it probably in some of the older generation. That was a thing that, this person has a lot of money, so he has this, and the ego and all that stuff. Yes, some people do have it, which is again not a good thing. But as whole as having, a good amount of money or good amount of finances for yourself is not really a bad thing. It is definitely one of the best things you can do for yourself. That is my opinion. Because again, you know uh, even if somewhere you're lacking in life, it can help you to come back, or it can help you bounce back. Imagine, somebody, like how I said, you don't have somebody. Okay, you're somebody on whom you were dependent upon emotionally and financially, and that person is now trying to go away from you. So, like, you're lost totally. You're like nowhere. Or say, suppose you don't have money, and again, if your health is like becoming a little bit shaky, and you cannot provide the best, whatever the best source of medications or treatment which come with a cost. If you're not able to do that, again, you're in a very shitty situation, right? So yes, have your whatever you're feeling, right? That your true loved one is important. Yes, they're very important, but do not do that balancing, saying that, only having love is important, or only having one thing is important, and money is of no use, and this and that. Just simply don't go with what we see outside on social media, or whatever the people are trying to show at a outer level, and make an inference for yourself saying this is good and that is bad. Try to use a little bit of logical reasoning, and make a a wiser narrative for yourself also, if you want to follow something. And whatever it is, always I feel we have to give a little bit of not a little bit, but it should be 50-50%, right? We are humans, so emotions are there. You have to balance it out with a practical approach, right? Because as I always say, emotions are something which at times tend to change with time, right? Something might not be supporting that emotion, and it might change. At that point in time, you need to have a constant factor with you, right, to balance it out. And I feel, since money is a material, right, it is something like, you can it's not like something which will just go away from you until and unless you don't do anything that is very foolish, right? Or you don't get yourself into some sort of trap, scam, or whatever. where you are taking a wrong decision and it is just going off. It is well under your control. On the other side, you cannot control emotions of another person, how they feel about you at any point in time. Again, health is also sometimes a thing that, again, that can be in your hand to some extent, sometimes it cannot. Anything like all this accidents that happen or something, whatever. Sometimes it's not in your hand, right? But again, if you have this constant factor of money or a good finance, it can help you to support this not so constant or a variable factor. That is my relation between the two things. So yes, just skipping this one narrative in the head, just making it as a hardcore thing and then publicizing it, or going around telling everyone, hey, you're simply doing this, you're simply running after money. Look at this person. He has so much or she has so much, and see where the personal life is, right? Other people's personal life is of none of our business. Other people's, whatever that is happening at their health level or whatever, it is not that much of our thing, right? We should take what is practically making sense for us. That's what again I feel, my opinion. So this is something I was trying to convey to a person, or try to make her understand, but finally I gave up. I'm like, it's fine. If you want to live with that narrative, you can leave, and maybe you can apply and see what happens when you have nothing, no money and no love, no money and whatever, something else. So yes, can't change anyone's opinion if they have really made it, strong in their head. And probably, again, life has its own way of telling you what is important and what is not important. Like how we are learning every day. Probably, I hope that she also learns it through some little bit of practical, day-to-day life event. Then it will come to a realization that we have to be looking at the world that we live in a bit more practical sense, and make choices, or even like the making choices or making changes in life really starts from the way we think, the way we have a perspective about it, right? And if you can alter that, then somehow your actions also get altered, and that can put you in a better place. Again, that's how I feel. Y'all can leave in comments, like, how, what is your thought about all of this, and maybe also share it with people who have a similar mindset, and ask them what would be their opinion be, so that other people who are watching these videos, or somebody who has come across some sort of similar topic, can get better examples. Something I told was described in this video was the example what happened with me, the way I was trying to explain now. So I hope it helps many people. Okay, so I'll leave you all with this for this weekend, and have a great week ahead. See you soon. Bye bye.